everything's working in general anyway. Okay.
All right, there we go. What's up, guys? Welcome to Crypto Coffee Live, where you can get your up-to-date view on what's been going on in Hex for the past 24 hours.
Oh, I can hear it echo now. Oh, it's because there it is. There it is. I got it. Don't worry. Hilarious.
Did I do that good? That's hard to do.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it took me a long time. I was always like, and have a great. Oh no, if we're starting the show.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to Crypto Coffee Channel. Here on a nice Friday afternoon, we got Hexologist in the house. You might have heard of him. You might not.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. We're doing a pregame for his show, so crack open a cold one, guys, and just enjoy it.
Yeah, it's a great one.
What's up, FM Alexander? I understand Hexo is hotter. I'm not too happy about it, but you got to face the truth. Into the fire. Adrian is more alpha than both of you.
Hold on. They can't hear you on my stream. Let me see. Desktop. There we go. You guys should be able to hear him now. Oh, what's up, Kai? Sound from Coffee. Can't hear Coffee. Try it now, Coffee.
How about now?
Yeah, they should be able to hear you.
Yeah, it's on my StreamYard. If you guys would kind of come over to my channel, I actually know how to do a stream. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Better. Okay, we're good now. Much better. Oh, much better. Oh, okay. I was trying to make it all about me, guys. All
right. Well, now the attention's back on you. What's going on, man? How's everything doing? How's everything going?
Everything's going good, man. I mean, for what 30? How many days till the big payday? Did we come with the numbers today?
Dude, I think so. There's two different numbers, right? There's the actual big payday number, and there's the day the adoption amplifier ends. I didn't understand that at first. I didn't realize there's a 2-day delay, but actually, so there's 39 days till AA is over, and I think 41 days until BPD is over.
Right.
But I'm sure someone in the chat will correct me that I'm wrong on that one. So.
Get it together, Coffee.
Yeah, what am I doing? Archie says Hexo is the lady's choice. So there you go. I think they like you.
I don't think Crypto Coffee even got his. So he didn't get a rank. He didn't even get on he was above us. He's outside the box.
That's right.
He was outside of it.
I'm not even in your league.
Obviously, Crypto Coffee is above it. We can't even. We're not even gonna God tier.
No, I'm not worthy.
I'm over here at the human. Yeah, I'm a human. I'm your human. Crypto Coffee is a god. So
man, you guys definitely talk me up enough. So great. This whole thing has been great for my ego, by the way.
Oh, good.
I don't think I'm like a genius or anything. I'm just like, I do think that I am above the level of what I see on YouTube, which when you think about it, it's a pretty low bar. So
true. That's very true. And especially in crypto. I mean, pretty much anybody that's in Hex, it's like, well, Richard says it's the best or the best. It's an IQ test. Hexes. It's like, well, if you don't understand it, you probably just aren't smart enough to understand it, to be honest with you.
Well, exactly. And there's the weird thing is people with high, quote unquote, high IQs sometimes reject Hex as well. True. And so I think it requires a level of openness and intelligence. And it turns out a lot of really smart people are not open to new ideas because they think that they know everything. And their worldview is the only thing. So I think it requires a combination of both and the ability to actually change your mind and form your own opinion. So I think what that ends up being is you get the best of the best kinds of people in Hex that are, smarter than average, but also just more open and more honest with themselves.
Right. Yeah, it does seem like a more honest group. I don't know. Like in Bitcoin, it was more like, I don't know. When I was like a Bitcoin maxi, it was kind of like everybody, you go and look at the Bitcoin maxis now. Maybe it's different from when I was in it because 2017, 2018 was a lot different space. But you go look at it now and it's mostly people trying to shill their Bybit links or their, it's the trader mentality. Most of the people I think that were smart got out in 2018, 2019, and they just kind of stayed out. They're just done with it. And it seems like the people that have either huge bags or they really want you to use their Bybit link, and that's the people that stuck around because
the people that you're hearing right now are the people that were the most wrecked in 2017, and they have a bag to sell you. The early OGs, a lot of them quit. Richard's one of the only ones that hung out as long as I have ever seen anybody hang out in crypto. Most of these guys take the money and run. I mean, who was Charlie Shrem, the guy that made not BitPay, the original place to buy Bitcoin before Coinbase? Charlie Shrem was the guy, and he got arrested, I think. He had some legal trouble for running a money transmitter operation, but he got out of jail. He'll talk about it, but he doesn't come online anymore. He doesn't talk about, he's not like a public crypto figure anymore. And so I think some of the real OGs, I guess you got like Trace Mayer, who's promoting some other coin now. It's like
Adam Beck. Somebody just said, Adam Beck. Somebody just said, remember Doug Polk?
I used to like that guy.
I love the Doug Polk, man. He got like 100,000 subscribers in like a month, man.
I met that guy.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I met him at a conference one time. He's huge. He's like 6'6" or some shit. He's a big guy. Yeah.
He does kind of look like he's pretty tall.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was just like, hey, dude. What's up? Big poker player. So I think he's going back to poker. Last time I checked in on his channel, it was all like poker and other like stonks and whatever.
Stonks.
So
feedback when coffee talks. All right, I'm getting feedback. It's probably from my end. I don't know where.
Could be my side, guys. Let
me see what's going on.
I'll turn my headphone volume down, but
shouldn't be. Let's see. Echo sounds okay for me. Oh well, abracadabra. Maybe you got two things open, man. Maybe it's no feedback here. Oh, okay, maybe I think it's just abracadabras. Just check your. Make sure you don't got a couple of windows up in there.
Yeah, you never know if it's like user error or something you're doing.
yeah.
But Motley Investor, time to switch over to D Live. Is that because YouTube's not working? I hope YouTube is working. Franklin's heading to D Live. Guys, this is being streamed from my D Live, my YouTube, Hexo's D Live, Hexo's YouTube. Or sorry, your D Live. Didn't mean to bring up a sore subject.
No, I actually have a new YouTube. It's Hex Doctor. If you guys
totally different person.
There's Hexologist clip. Dude, I'm gonna just have like 50 accounts just ready. Just all right. They took out this one. We're going live. I don't understand why people don't do that already. I mean,
that's what I would do.
Yeah, I mean, Richard told me to do that, which I started the clips channel because I was like, well, obviously I'm not going to stream over there anymore, but
yeah,
which I already, I've got a lot of people already over there, so I don't know. It was kind of a downer getting kicked off of YouTube, but I think it was more a downer for the community, honestly, because I had like 3,000 follower or subscribers over there on YouTube, and then it's
you had a lot.
Yeah,
it's the power of YouTube. You were starting to get into the snowball effect, and right then, did you have ads turned on?
Yeah, I think I had. Well, no, I didn't have ads. I had
monetization.
I had it so it could be or no. I don't think I ever turned ads on. I turned it so I could get super subscription, not super subscription.
Stickers.
It's where people could give you money.
Yeah. Donations.
Whatever that. Yeah. Oh, donations. Yeah. Like donations. And so some people said that maybe that was it. Other people, it was the day after I made fun of some dude for shilling some really horrible product. It was game credits, and it went down. I spent a whole day like photoshopping, like this is where he shilled it to you, and this is where he got out, and it was 99.68% down. And then that day, dude, he my YouTube channel went out, and on D Live we started streaming the next day, and the guy came onto the D Live and was like, "Oh, sorry to hear about your thing." I was like, "Oh." I'm sure you are, bro. I'm sure you are.
Wow. Yeah, people are nefarious, man. People are very for people that want crypto mass adoption. We sure do be hindering it and really getting after each other a lot.
Yeah.
So people just can't see that.
Sorry. Can you hear that?
I can hear the Vitalik impress line, but very, very, it's like very in the
background.
in
my headphones. It was super loud.
No wonder you're freaking out all the time.
Hey, let me turn that down. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
It is. It is crazy how much people like to silence the competition in crypto.
Yeah. And you've been on a tear lately too. You've been pretty relentless in terms of calling people out for their bullshit, which is awesome and badass. And I think we need more of that.
Well, I'm just I'm tired of seeing it, man. Like, like these guys talk about so much of, oh, we're doing the best and we're doing this and this. And it's like, dude, you guys don't even know what you're doing. Like, you don't even understand Bitcoin, for one. Like, oh, Bitcoin is the next step and it gives you freedom. And it's like, well, what kind of freedom do you get? Like, sure, there is some, but there's also trade-offs on Bitcoin, and you don't ever say those. And like they kind of tricked me into doing it, and it's kind of like tricking somebody into doing something that, like I've been tricked into doing things in my life. I went in the military, I love the military, but I was kind of tricked into doing something that I later found out that maybe I didn't want to do exactly, and so like when somebody tricked
me, watching, he loved the military, guys. He loved it.
I do still love the military, but I mean, just like, I don't like to be tricked. And when I do get tricked, I'm going to call it out, and so like these Bitcoiners were on like, oh, it's private. You can do private transactions. You can do, nobody knows what, and it's like the exact opposite. Yeah.
Really.
It's like, okay, how is it private? Oh, well, if you mine your own Bitcoin, maybe you can be private, or it's private. But other than that, unless you're mining your own Bitcoin, you're going to have to sign up for Coinbase, and you're going to have to put your own name on it. You're going to have to pay your, with your own credit card to get the Bitcoin. And then wherever you send that to, it's tied to your name. So if you're, if an address that you sent it to is buying drugs, and then it comes back, money comes back and you try to sell it or whatever, it's going to be tied to your name. And, obviously they might not prosecute you, but you don't, like, it's, but it's not private. Yeah. So I was on this like, oh, it's private. It's a private. I can do whatever I want with this, and people that use it on the black market or on the dark web are just morons. They must be just real morons. Cause like, are you just never going to use the Bitcoin? Or
I know. I mean, there's mixing services, there's Samurai, Wasabi, but now we got Hex Tornado. So
yeah. But do you really trust? I mean, I guess some people, I don't know.
I don't trust Hex Tornado yet because they have enough anonymity sets. Like there's only 50 people using it. So
like, or less than that, or less.
Yeah. Because use it multiple times. Yeah. The Sapper says we're competing with fake Versace and bad haircut boy. not much of a tussle. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. Like I said, the bar is low. Hey, it's good to see everybody in the chat. Nate J, what's going on? Officious, hey, beautiful. How you doing? Spike, Nate J, Colin, Hexander. I feel so icky over here. I hope it's not me, man. I hope it's.
Oh, jeez. Bristology said your teeth are looking real good in white crypto coffee. So
thank you. It was that dentist appointment. I'm telling you. I got to get them white for the haters so they can be blinded when I'm smiling at them when we do 100x and they're holding their little bag. They're holding their little game coin bag. Clicking the block button on Crypto Coffee's channel. Yeah. I mean, I'm just kind of waiting to get blocked at this point. I do think a lot of the haters have faded away. It seems like they've run out of steam and they run out of ammo. There's not a whole lot of new material for them.
Well, I think that they're also seeing what we do to the people that hate. And if they're clean, which if you've been in here since 2016, 2017, you probably you don't have a clean slate. You've probably promoted something that has gone down 99% or has completely gone away. So it's like, go ahead, say something. We'll look into your past and see what you've been, like Hex in the last 10 months has done 116x. How much have you, what have you done for your audience? That's what I try to tell people. It's like, what have you done for your audience? Most of these guys are taking, they're just like, oh, 100x leverage, do this. And it's like, you wreck your audience and how, and then you see these people that you have 150,000 followers on Twitter and they get 20 likes on their posts. And it's like, Your audience isn't there, bro. Yeah.
Either they paid for it or they got them all in 2017 and then they got all of them wrecked. So if your engagement rate is 0.00001%,
yeah,
you might have fucked up in the past.
Yeah.
Franklin said, Hex, thank you for the diamond, dude. Appreciate that diamond, baby. What else? We got a lot of people on D-Live now. This is probably the largest audience I've had on D-Live.
Yeah, D-Live's awesome.
I love it.
Check, if you guys aren't already following Crypto Coffee over on D-Live, guys, go see him. Go see him. Go see the man. Let's see. Coffee. There you go. Somebody already linked it. Go follow.
So when you're streaming, do you balance between YouTube and D-Live chats? Do you switch back? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. No, I keep forgetting you don't have a YouTube. Never mind.
No, I do have YouTube.
Oh, no.
So on Restream, they have a program that combines all the chats into one.
Oh, yeah. So on StreamYard, they don't put in the D-Live stuff. They only give me the YouTube ones.
Yeah. I don't think. Yeah, they don't. It won't. Restream won't do it for some reason. Yeah, I don't think so. Or not Restream. Excuse StreamYard.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of corruption out there. Hex is the beacon of hope. And
that's true.
Here we are, guys. Almost a year into it. Who would have thought it'd be like me, you, and RG3, a couple of other survivors, but we've seen so many people come and go. And it's good to shake out the weak hands. You know, you get to see who your real OGs are that are going to hold up the price.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm not selling.
Yeah, I'm not. You know, I've told people what my selling. You know, I'm never gonna like 600 million coming at you, bro. It's like it's going down today. I've got one big stake coming out. Like I'm going to sell my interest that I have, and and restake the principal. And that's what I've told people from the start. And it's probably not even going to be that much. If it's like $6 or $7 or $1,000, that's what it's going to be. And if I don't need the money, I'll probably just restake the entire thing. If I don't need it, it's just like, just restake the entire thing. What do I care?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'll probably have a couple. If Hex goes to a certain price point, that I'll just cash out the whole thing, and I'm gonna eventually sell, but not for at least another year. I'm hoping not until 2 to 3 years. I don't need the money right now. I've got a job. I'm paying the bills and everything. But by the time I do sell, I'm hoping to help get it to a point where that sell has a negligible effect on the price. So if you're selling into a massive liquidity, high adoption cryptocurrency, it'll be like selling one Bitcoin. It's like if you sell one Bitcoin, it doesn't really matter.
Right. Yeah, it's not tanking the price.
Yeah.
How much heck should people try to get? It all depends on where you live, man. What's that? As much as possible.
Or wait, or is this like the no financial advice? No. No financial advice here, dude.
I mean, it just depends on where you live. If you live in India, try to get freaking 100,000 hex and stake it for 10 years, and man, you'll be living off of you can live off that forever, man. Like it just depends on where you live, how much you're spending, and how much it really, like I always tell people, it's about like what kind of mentality you have. If you're a gambler, you probably don't want to look at a 15-year stake. Like
you don't even want to look at Hex in that situation.
True. Yeah.
You get rug pulled.
Yeah. You probably don't want to look at any 15-year stakes, even a 6-year stakes. I mean, we've seen what happens to people that are like, oh, I like arbitraging onto people, so let's only do 6-year stakes, and then they pull all that out and dump on you in a couple of days. So it all just depends on how your mentality. I can't say try to get 50,000. It doesn't really make sense because a broad spectrum of people.
Yeah. What culture do you live in? Do you live below your means? What are your goals? Do you have children? Right. I mean, there's so many externalities, but I recently just did family stakes. So I'm going to give them out on Christmas time to my family. It's pretty cool. I'm going to give them a couple of private keys and say, hey, here's $500 on a stake. And then it's set so that they all expire on each family member's birthday the following year. So it's like a combination Christmas and birthday present.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm done with presents for the year.
I did that last year
Oh,
for Christmas. So I gave it to my dad, my sister, and my two brothers, and
oh,
so
you
they
were
should.
way ahead of the curve. They're gonna love you, dude.
Yeah,
Gonna love
what?
you.
I have how much money? Like, sorry, yeah, I'm gonna have to take some of that as a finder's fee for. But it was good because the uni tokens. It was like, oh, thank you for the extra $1,600 or whatever it was.
Yeah,
By the way, it's like $2.50 now for
yeah,
uni. It's pretty crazy.
it's awesome. If you've been in Hex for the last year and you didn't buy the absolute top, everyone's having a pretty good time with it. I mean,
True.
I don't think that many people are really in a loss.
No, especially with the uni
The
drop.
uni token and like
If you bought on
just
Uniswap,
everything, just everything.
yeah, there's very few people.
What do we got?
1 billion hex is a safe buy. Yeah, 1 billion hex is a safe buy. Oh, it's $3.37. It was like 250 yesterday. Yeah, I don't look at the price too much.
Hey, El Hexadente, thank you for the diamond, dude. Really appreciate that. It's probably gonna end up going to Hexo later, but thank you very much. Thank you. Short-term thinkers have a hard time locking money psychologically. That's right, El Hexadente. It's this whole thing is a psychology game, and a lot of people aren't cut out for it. I did a poll, and obviously my poll was biased because it was towards all hexicans on Twitter, but it was how long are you willing to hold your average investment for? And it's like 0 to 1 week, 1 week to 1 month, 1 month to 1 year, or 1 year plus. And it was everybody either chose 1 year plus, and I knew those were the hex people, and then the other biggest group was 1 week to 1 month, which shows me that anyone that's not in hex, my hypothesis is that that's really what they think. They think cryptos aren't worth holding for a long time.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, did they not realize that if they bought Bitcoin and held it for 10 years, they wouldn't be here right now?
Right. Well, that's what Richard always comes to. He's like, well, what if somebody would have forced you to hold your Bitcoin for 10 years when it first came out, would you have done it? It's like, yeah, most people would be like, yeah, instead of selling it for $100, you got, 200 million in 10 years. Obviously you're gonna want to hold on to it. So
it's just so hard. I think people have this sense of uncertainty and this scarcity mentality, really, that maybe tomorrow there's not going to be enough. So I think as long as you have your basic needs met and you're emotionally stable, you should have no problem holding for the long term. If you have a roof over your head and you're paying your bills and everything's going okay, what's the harm in working and just doing your thing for another 5 years for the opportunity to be a multimillionaire or whatever?
Yeah, I think that's a lot of people in crypto, and it's a lot of people that do live outside of their means, and it's mostly gamblers. Is what I've come to find out. It's mostly people that are just gamblers that want to. Oh, this is like meme coin. Oh, I'm gonna go invest in meme coin. It's like, what are the fundamentals of meme coin? Well, it doesn't matter. Have you seen the chart? It's like, bro,
terrible.
Like, really?
Awful.
Like, really? And then a day later, rug pulls, and it's like, oh, well, what did you see that on the chart? I don't know if you could have, predicted that, or it's just.
There's a coin called rope, and I just can't help but make the analogy to rope to hang yourself with. Like, you're literally buying rope to hang yourself with later.
Yep. Cool. It's crazy, dude. They did any of it is just. It's just crazy to me, this space in general. Like, people don't want there to be regulation on this space, but they're like asking for it with all of the rug pulls and all of the, it's just like, dude, you guys, like, you're going to get scammed to the point, and people promote it, which is the thing. It's like, you promote this stuff, but then you call Hex a scam, but you can't tell us why Hex is a scam.
Everyone's just in contradiction. It's like, and then we get regulation. So now Kraken's a bank, and everyone's like, oh yeah, Kraken's a bank. It's going to pump my bags. Like, did you not, like, do you want it or not? I don't understand where these people are coming from. It's like they have no core ideals, and they just, whatever's going to pump their bags is what they want to hear. But they don't want to do the work themselves either. Like, you're out here every single day. You're pumping everyone's bag for us. So thank you for your service.
No problem.
Like, nobody wants to get off their ass though and do something about it.
Yeah, well, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this. Is just like, you see people not doing anything for their coin. They only promote Bitcoin or they only promote Ethereum, but that's as far as it goes. Nobody only promotes ADA, like, ADA coin, like, but if you really believe in it, go and show your face and go and do what it needs to be done, and get, you can't just rely on the founder to always be like, well, today we're going to, they've got other work that they have to do. It's got to be, and especially with Hex being a community-driven coin, because we don't have a roadmap anymore, because we're 100% complete. You have to. It is community-driven at this point.
Make your own roadmap.
Yeah, if we don't get involved, then the thing goes to zero. Because, well, not really, but I mean, it's a lot harder for Hex to go up because nobody knows about it. And honestly, people are just going to call it a scam until it just. I mean, what would have happened if nobody started promoting it? If me and you and RG3 and, what would have happened if nobody just was brave enough to actually just put their face on it? And it was just Richard like, guys, it's not a scam, please.
Yeah. And I think it's important to have these different personalities too, because you've got Richard, who I think is awesome. I think he's super smart, but I can see how other people would look at him and think it's distasteful if, maybe he uses some naughty words that, some little softies are a little, butthurt about that. He's not for everybody. He's not everyone's cup of tea. So you need different personalities.
Right.
You need my boring rants, and you need Hexologists.
Yours are good, man. I like listening to yours because yours are like insightful. You've got the numbers. Mine is more of just like a broad, like what happened that day. Yours is like this could happen, or like this is a good thing for this, and it should. I watch your videos so I can have a better understanding of what it could happen and stuff like that. So you bring a different aspect, and same with RG3 and pretty much everybody in the community. It really seems like the community has different personalities, which I always say everybody should start up their own channels. Because we all have such a different personalities
I think that Brennan guy was going to start one, and he's way more numbers than me. I'm more like ideas and just vague. Like I don't look at charts all day, and I'm not who you want to listen to if you want to hear about, the number of volume and like the exact math formulas and everything. I'm just more like, hey, here's a concept I learned about. Here's how it applies to Hex. Here's what's good going on, and I don't know. It's more philosophical, I think.
I think that's what
I hope that Brennan dude does one.
Yeah. I mean, he should. I think he's in here right now.
Dude, I wanted to ask you about I wanted to ask you about the digital, was it Crypto Daily?
Oh yeah.
Are you talking to him, and how did it go?
So I talked to Crypto Daily a little bit the other day. He is one of these guys that I think that he's honestly, I mean, if anybody watched, like if anybody's on Twitter, he asked for the best memes, and literally every single post, I didn't see any other coin in there except for Hex, and it was like 200 messages.
I'm gonna pull that up right now. Hold on a second.
Hexagons. And so I've been talking, and it was funny because like 2 days before that, Crypto Daily had posted like, what's your best altcoins, and somebody said Hex, and he said, oh well, I'm not going to get into a Ponzi or something like that. And so I was like, that you sound really dumb for calling it a Hex and Ponzi. This isn't going to age well. And then he messaged me and was like, why is this not going to age well, man? Like I truly want to know. And usually when somebody messages me that, I'm like, okay, is he just kind of trolling but he's a big kind of figure. So I was like, dude, and he's one of these guys that thinks everything's a Ponzi. So it was more of just like
a Ponzi is taking money from old investors and directly giving it to new investors. And that's not quite what we're doing. I guess if you really want to get philosophical, like whoever's buying a coin, most of the time they're buying the coin all the time they're buying the coin that somebody else sold, unless they're mining it or like minting it in the adoption amplifier. But that's not really a Ponzi, because what a Ponzi scheme is a guaranteed investment contract that's built off of taking money from new people to directly give it to the older people until there's no more people.
Yes.
But if your definition of Ponzi is I buy something that somebody else is selling, that's everything in the world.
Right. Exactly. it's just like, so what? I guess I should have asked him what his definition of Ponzi is, because Hex literally could go on without any new investors, because it would still print you more Hex even if we didn't have any more new investors, because that's just the contract. That's what the smart contract does. You're still gonna get Hex even if there's nobody that's new, and I don't think people understand that. I think that I don't understand. Like, it is a tough concept. That's the thing, is like Hex is such a tough and it's like a really I don't know, it's a new age concept. It's so nuanced that I don't think that a lot of people understand it. Let's see this.
Hold on, I'm just pulling up the old
the
old meme. So Crypto Daily, what are your favorite crypto memes? 185 comments. We just went in here and destroyed it.
Is it only
hey, mine's on top. Yeah, look at this shit. Well,
look, that almost got as many likes as it did on his post.
That's amazing. Yeah, I'm just like, oh my god.
So Erecto did. Like, not that, like, I don't see any other ones.
I'm scrolling pretty far down and it's all Hex.
Yeah.
That's
I didn't see it.
Oh my god. What the hell?
Who put that one on there?
Franklin saying Hex. Franklin actually blew it up with about it's just Franklin for a while.
Can't see it on your stream. Yeah, I'm sorry guys. It's all right. We'll
you can come over to mine.
Yeah, you can go over at Crypto Coffees. He'll come back in just a second. It's just all of Crypto Dailies. It's all right. Some of them were gonna get us kicked off of YouTube.
Yeah.
That's all right. But yeah, no, I mean, and that's what's cool about this community. It's like we all follow each other. We all try to promote each other's stuff. We don't I don't see a lot of other than the Judas Hexcariots that have been in the midst of us.
It's weird.
It is weird. But other than that, there's not a whole lot of infighting. And even when that happens, there's a little bit of infighting, but then people understand oh yeah, they're kind of just trying to screw us over. They're not doing the best for the crypto, And so yeah, I think that, and no matter what no matter my view on even with GT, I'll say his name. I don't know if we can say his name here.
Okay. Not forbidden.
No, so even with GT, I like the dude. He was oh geez, now it's all weird on your side.
No, you're still looking good on mine. You just had a little transition screen go, and now
I'm trying to get you into the thing again. Oh gosh, it's all right, whatever. Even with GT, I've really he was a cool dude. I liked him a lot there. Oh my gosh. I liked him, but he was if it's not I'm trying to promote a coin, it doesn't matter about my personal feelings toward a dude or anything like that. If somebody's trying to wreck and take money from not only me, but from all of you guys, I don't need to be promoting them anymore. If my friend came on here and was Hex is cool, I'd promote him. And then if he was Hex is the biggest scam in the world in 2 months, I'd be all right, I'm not, I'm going to block you. We can be friends in real life.
Yeah.
But I'm not, I'm not going to promote all of your stuff. And I'm not going to be hey, let's go out for coffee later.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. But, I don't mind GT. It's just, he's a trader. He trades for a living and and that's what he does.
He's No, I'm not gonna lie, I'm in the same boat as you, and this might be hearsay, but I like him, and I even did like he who shall not be named.
Yeah.
And they're just misguided, I think, in terms of they're not aligned with our vision. Right. Clearly. Right. One of them is way worse than the other. I mean, at least GT just, went his own way. We can ghost him and whatever. Yeah. Not actively working against to suction money out, but
right.
It's not like I wish any harm on them. I just wish they would stop doing what they're doing.
Well, I mean, they're harming us at this point. Yeah. That's the kind of thing that kind of sucks. It's just bro, we don't I'm sorry you don't get a arb onto me and just like dump on our heads all the time, and you're mad at Richard because of whatever reasons. Like that's what I think that a lot of people get their feelings hurt by Richard, and then they want to like, well, now I hate the whole community. It's like, dude, everybody, if you can't like, I don't know, if you can't like stomach it, I guess that's kind of
like I'm gonna have Richard on one day, and I fully expect him to call me a retard at least once.
I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I think you're good on that. I think you're good on that. I don't know. I've never been called a retard. I've been, not yet. So
retard. Just kidding.
That's funny.
Yeah. So, what's going on in the chat? As soon as I mentioned GT, YouTube puked.
Really? Let's see.
They don't take away my hex shares, so haters and traders can simply keep walking. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. We're just here hanging out. 40 days left till big payday. Can't believe we made it this far. I mean, I feel like something is just bubbling up. Like we're sitting on a fault line, and there's about to be a giant earthquake. But like a positive one.
That's what I hope. I hope that there either that or it just stays like this for the next 40 days, and everybody kind of is like, what? And then maybe it dumps a little, dumps after the big payday. And then, I think that there's going to be a lot of people waiting to buy after the big payday. Because honestly, if you look at the chart and you're thinking 10 years in advance, you're not thinking of, I'm going to sell 365 days from now. If you're looking for 10 years from now, honestly, it's not that big of a, I mean, it doubles the share price, but it's also or more. But if you look at 10 years, it looks like it's going to go do like a 50 or 100x from that. So it's like, do I really care what it's going to be, after the big payday? Or I could get some cheap hex to buy at this point, which I don't know what's going to happen. But I think maybe some people are sitting on the sidelines waiting for that dump. Everybody thinks it's going to dump, so maybe it won't.
Yeah, but the benefit of big payday in terms of shares outweighs a dump as long as it doesn't dump to zero. Like it's going to outweigh any dump possible. Hey, Hexo, Molly Investor wanted to know if that convo with Crypto Daily went anywhere, or how did it end up? I think we got sidetracked.
Yeah. Sorry. So it was good. We talked for like 30 or 45 minutes. He was pretty receptive, but I think ultimately because I was like, well, a lot of people call Bitcoin a Ponzi scheme, and he's like, well, I don't hold any Bitcoin, and I'm like, okay, so what? And he's like, well, what about, I'm like, so do you like Ethereum? It doesn't sound like he likes any crypto. He's like, all the crypto space is kind of,
so he's just kind of here literally to make a quick buck, and he's shameless about it.
I don't like, he doesn't shill altcoins though. Like if you really watch him, he seems to be kind of like the news. What's the, maybe he makes a couple of bucks from, I don't know, but maybe I don't think he shills a Bybit link or anything like that. That's why I actually talked to him, because I would have wrecked him if he would have been, Hex is a Ponzi. It's like, oh, okay, bro, let's see how big of a Ponzi it is. Let's talk about your antics. But I checked him out, and he doesn't shill any links or anything like that from what I've seen. And
he seems less shitty than everyone. I'm not going to say he's great, but he seems less shitty.
Right.
You can always tell what someone's motivations are by where the money comes from, right?
Right.
Which I'm an open book. My motivation comes from the hex price.
Right. So I think that's where
I got a bag. Everyone's no secret.
Yeah. Which everybody knows that we all have bags. But the coolest thing about it is they can see that where the stakes are, what are, we can tell them, hey, that my plan is to do this, like how I tell people what I'm planning on doing. Because I'm like you, I'm an open book. I'm not gonna be like, all right, here we go. Now waiting for him. Boom! Like I don't have enough money. I don't have enough money to drop the price that much.
Yeah, if I sold all my hex today, hex would go down like 0.5%.
Exactly. I don't have enough money. Like, I don't have enough hex, I should say, to drop the
Yeah,
price even like 1%. So
yeah.
even if I was to just dump all of my hex onto you guys, it would be like, boop. And then like a minute later, it just shoot back up. So it's not like I'm like, oh boy, I can't wait. I can't wait to get everybody in to just dump my massive bags on them. I
And
don't have them.
that's where this little bit of weirdness comes in with Uniswap too, because it does price in a new way where it calculates an invariant based on the multiple of the two sides. So you do the ETH side times the hex side, and that equals a constant number.
Right.
Meaning, if you don't have that much money on either side, let's say there's only $1,000 on each side, and if I buy $100 worth, well, I move the price up 10%. So that's probably not the right math. Brennan, you can check my math on that one. But if there's almost no liquidity, it becomes so much easier to pump up the price. But for high liquidity coins, and Hex doesn't have to be the highest liquidity, right? Being the highest liquidity coin isn't necessarily the best thing, but it is important to have kind of a Goldilocks zone of not too much, not too little, so that it's almost like you have to have the amount of liquidity to match your user base. But that's where I think a lot of the new path of manipulation is. I was looking at a coin called YFI, and there's only something like 900 coins on the YFI side. And that's why this coin costs like $3,000 or something to buy one coin.
30,000.
There's a coin out there that costs thousands of dollars per coin because there's so few of them. And then you look on pools.fyi, and you can see that the top 4 liquidity providers provide 70% of the liquidity. So on top of not having any coins in the liquidity pool, if 2 of these guys pull out, you have half of that. And it's just, there's this new risk of what's called a rug pull, which hasn't existed before. And I guess a rug pull is better than centralized exchange, because centralized exchange, you can just delist a coin at a moment's notice. But there's just 2 different kinds of suckage.
Yeah.
Brian Lopez, he says 5555 steak party November 17th. We were gonna do the Miami party, but that's not happening anymore, right?
Yeah, I'm not. I thought it was like, honestly, starting it was like, yeah, guys. I mean, I got 100 subscribers. Why not like 20 people show up to the? And then it was like every day it was like getting bigger, and there was like 200 people in the chat room.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. And they like, the thing is, guys, like I really do want to do it, but it's also like you got to realize that now people can see how much we like, even both of us have are in our bags. It's going to a weird place, and not only that, but it right into like the elections and stuff like that, where it's I've never been to Florida. It sounds a little crazy to me, especially South Florida. Not that I want, like, I want to do a Hexo world tour and come and like see everybody and meet everybody, and we go to all 50 states, go to Europe or something, go see everybody. But I think that just like setting a thing up where everybody kind of knows where you're at.
Party. It's like, it's going to be a virtual party. We're all going to be on Hexo stream, 24 hours.
24-hour stream. That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Rug pull is the new DeFi. That's the thing, is like that, and that's going to bring us a bunch of freaking regulation, I think. Like, I hope it doesn't. I mean, I do hope it does, but then it's like, I don't know. Don't you see something happening to the whole space if people just keep getting rug pulled, and one person's like, oh, well, I'm going to call the SEC on this bad boy, and then
well they're calling the SEC on everybody that they don't like, but the SEC's only got so many people, and it's only got so much manpower. Like Richard said, they can't stop all the scams, so by the time they get to one, it's too late. What I think they're going to do is they're going to be the remember how I talked about ghosts, gorillas, and godfathers? It's like they're going to take the ghost approach or maybe it was the gorilla, where it's like they can be anywhere at any time, so they attack one person randomly to basically make a statement out of them, to say, hey, look what we can do to you too, right? The question is, who's going to be the example? Back in the ICO boom, oddly enough, it was a random one. It was Kick token, I think. Like Kick, the company Kick, KIK, made an illegal ICO, but so did everybody else. but they just went after Kick and sued the shit out of them. And so I wonder if there's going to be a similar situation here. I think Hex is more safe than everything else because
it's done.
It hasn't fucked over anybody. It's honest and it's not a security. So
yeah,
it's
like
just
that. I mean, that's the biggest thing with Hex is just like it not being a security. It's been like it's not. There's no promises. It's 100% complete. It's the complete opposite of the cryptocurrency space. You know, like the cryptocurrency space is built on hopes and dreams. I mean, even with Bitcoin and Ethereum, they're not complete, and they're like they're probably, you know, Bitcoin obviously is probably not a security just because it's not ran by anybody, but it's, you know, the Ethereum, it's definitely probably a security, but they got a pass. So did everybody else.
I was wrong. It was TON from Telegram, not Kick. The Telegram token was the one that got sued. Maybe Kick did too. I have no idea. But Telegram's still around. So
yeah, true. And what did that even do? Like, I don't understand why Telegram got.
I think everyone just wanted a token.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just like, why did they come after Telegram? Telegram was like obviously, look, it works. It works how it's supposed to. It's actually got a working product. Most things in this space are literal, like ICOs and all that is just literal rug pulls and just ready to dump on their users. I don't know. This space has kind of jaded me to the entire financial industry, where it's just like, what? Yeah. How are you going to invest in that? Like,
kind of to the entire world as well. I feel like I've totally been red pilled on how business works and how people try to undermine each other, and it's basically just a bunch of rich people with egos going after each other.
Yeah,
it's like the show Silicon Valley. It's
yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, I mean, I had no idea. Like, I was, you know, a stay-at-home dad. I'd never done anything like in the financial markets, and then I've been in Bitcoin for the last couple of years, but I didn't see, like, I've never been in like a coin when it just started. You know, I've never been in like a community where I would show my face or anything like that, because I didn't believe in the community. For one, I was just like, I'm ready to sell at any point, and I'm not going to stick around for 15 years.
It's a weird phenomenon. It's like there's no Ethereumologist out there. There's no IOTaologist.
Right.
Nobody believes in anything.
Exactly. And that makes it bad, I think, for the whole space. Nobody believes in their stuff. They only want to trade and dump their bag as fast as they can. They don't actually believe in the product. They say they do until they don't have it anymore, and then they're going to dump on you. They don't stake anything for 15 years. And most of these staking coins are like, you can stake in and you can stake out whenever you want. You know, and so it's like, what does that even do for the crypto?
Yeah, I get it. Totally. What is going on in chat? Somebody says, what if Hex should not be called a crypto? Real spike. I don't know. I mean, I've never considered that. It's a financial product. I guess it depends who you're talking to. I wouldn't want to abandon the word crypto altogether, but yeah, the crypto name has been tarnished by crap. So I was talking to a guy last weekend and telling him that I had a cryptocurrency YouTube channel, and he just looked at me like I was a piece of shit. Like I was an absolute. He's just like his whole demeanor changed. Like we were getting along fine, and then he was just, oh,
really?
Yeah.
Like, dang.
So that just shows you how jaded some people are. He probably lost money on crypto, and
that's true.
I don't know, but it does make sense. People don't want to get into this space because they see what's going on, and it's like, ooh, not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, I mean, there is but if you come after, like, I don't know, if you look into like most cryptos, they don't have any working anything. Like, I would look at this space with like, you don't even what has it brought anything like other than like, I don't know. What does Bitcoin do? You know, that's what I would have to. Oh, you can transact it. Okay, so I can send some to you. Yeah, it's going to take about an hour, but we can transact together. It's like, okay, but then what happens? You know, okay, I have mine, so I want to send it to a bank or sell it. What do I have to do? Oh, I have to KYC myself.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know, it's like.
But hey, MetaMask is your one-stop shop for everything now.
True. They are going to do the swaps here soon.
USD to fiat to ETH, and you can do swaps right now.
Really?
In MetaMask, but only on mobile.
Oh, really?
Only on mobile. You got to go to the browser.
Uh-huh.
They have a browser feature. You can look up Uniswap and just put in Hex in there.
Wow. I did not know that.
Yeah. One app. Hey, can we talk about how awesome it was that Serena Alonzi was shilling Hex to a dude on Bumble?
That is pretty awesome.
Yeah. Pretty Motley Investor was wondering if that guy bought Hex. That would be amazing.
Daily? Or Serena?
No, the dude.
That'd be hilarious. That would be hilarious. I would love that if that actually happened. Somebody said if they come down, it will be Hexo on the front line. If they come for Hex, it's Hexo. I don't think it'll be on me on the front line. It might be Richard. You know, I might just be the guy that they can come after. But that's all right. I'm fine with defending it. If they want to come after me, I've got quite the arsenal of well, look at this coin. Well, look at this coin. Why aren't you coming after all these coins?
I was wondering what you were going to say about your arsenal, which way you were going to take that. You do have quite the arsenal, I'm sure.
Oh, well, I got that too. Well, I'm not that way though.
I know. I'm just kidding.
It was like Moses saying Charlie Lee got in top of Hex. I don't think so. I don't think Charlie Lee would get into Hex.
No, but he sold the top of Litecoin. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. That is true.
Yep.
That's true. Got any more comments over there?
Oh, I've got a lot of comments. I don't know how much shit can we really talk about these influencers out there. But yeah, it's a new concept that I recently learned called like micro influencers, and I think there's this new thing called micro influencers that's what me and you are doing. We're just being really, really small, and we have these abnormally high engagement rates to our audience. So whereas a typical engagement rate on a Twitter post would be 1%, we're getting somewhere upwards of 10% at times of our follower count to like ratio.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting new thing that I think cryptocurrency is breeding, and it's kind of like we're like B-list celebrities, or like I would say more like C or D-list.
Oh yeah, in the crypto space, crypto space B-list,
which is like real nobody.
Yeah, we're real. Yeah, exactly. Like, oh wait, were you in that really bad movie?
Yeah. No, we're in the cult classic, which is
yes, the classic. Yes,
the Pulp Fiction of crypto.
That is true. I mean, we're in. I don't know, man. I see this community going for the longest though. Like it's only going to get bigger because I mean, if you've watched it for the last 10 months or 11 months now, we've been here for the whole time, it's gotten huge. Like it was like probably at first it was a bunch of people on Telegram, but mostly nobody. I had 10 viewers, 5 viewers, and you probably had very few too. We'd get 100 views on our YouTube channels or whatever it was.
Like, all right.
Yeah. It was like, whoa. And then just haters, just hate every single comment with haters.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying though. I don't see too many haters anymore. And I wonder if we want to speculate about future hate, where do you think it's going to come from in the future? After Big Payday's over, where is it going to come from?
Mostly just people saying that Richard owns all of it.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all that they can say at this point, anyways. It's like,
but they've been saying that for a year.
Yeah. Well, that's what I don't think that there's nothing new. They haven't brought anything new. Nothing that hasn't been in the first month has been new. Honestly, that's why I'm so good at Oh, really? Yeah. Well, watch out. Like, this is a security. Not today. Not this is a Ponzi. No, it's not.
Someone should meme that.
Because honestly, it's like it like nothing new has been in the last 10 months. And watching Richard with Peter McCormick, if you just watch that, like Peter McCormick brings all of his the whole like not every question, but every hatred that really what is about Hex into his 2 interviews with Richard, and Richard just destroys him on exactly that. And it's like, dude, no other coin like has gotten this much hate and it's still succeeded, and it's still getting no other coin has gotten this much hate in general, but we're still succeeding, and we've been out here 11 months, no rug pulls, no we don't even have admin keys. Like,
yeah, I'm just trying to think like the enemy, put yourself in their shoes, but I really can't. I mean, maybe I'm just brainwashed, but I'm in my own little bubble.
Well, honestly, look at the enemies. What are they doing? They're trying to start their own now. Like that's what they're doing. They're like, oh, that is a good idea.
It's flattering, really. It's so flattering.
Actually, that is a good idea. You know what? I'm going to start my own.
I should do that.
But the thing is, they don't realize, like even all these other fake clones or whatever, they don't realize that it's not about the idea. It's more about building the community and having people there that are backing you up. And Richard Hart is such a personality that he has a following of people that are actually like intelligent enough, and most of those people aren't going to follow the guy that's like, oh, let's make this so you can make money too. It's like, who's going to stake a coin that's it's like, who's going to stake the great value of the Walmart brand of your token.
I know it's like it's the Kirkland of Kirkland brand of Hex.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it might be good, but do you like it doesn't have the same like punch as like the thing that came out. I mean, the first mover's advantage, it's got a whole year on it. Like they're gonna have to start off, and they're and not only that, but you have to realize these people have their own dirt on them too. Like these people aren't just like, hey, I'm just the new guy. Like these guys have the dirt on them too that are starting up these coins, and it's like, bro,
you can hit me up on Telegram and I'll tell you all about it.
Like, but you're clean, but you're not. You promote most of these guys have promoted stuff too.
Yeah. This is my first time being public, so if this ends up being a 15-year-long scam, then I'm here for it.
Me too. Like I've never done anything. I've never had that much I believed it. Well, I just believe in
right.
That's, oh, okay. Like I actually believe in this coin. Like
and people talk about the cult of I remember the interview with that lawyer. He was like, "Oh, I see what's happening. It's a cult of personality." And it's like, is that really objectively a bad thing? Is a bunch of people liking one guy's ideas a bad thing?
Right.
Like, is Tony Robbins a cult of personality? Yes. But all those people make their lives better for the most part.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. One guy with a good idea. Sure. I'll be in a cult if it's a cult that makes me a better human.
Well, the cult thing is just, I think the cult thing is just the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Like there's just, we don't pray to anybody. Sure. We might look up to somebody, but if like me and Richard have like when he talks sometimes on his channel and stuff, like when he's talking about certain things, like I don't line up exactly with him and I don't have to agree with everything that he says. And I think that we're both fine with that. Like I'm fine with him. He's very like, I believe in his crypto stance. Like he is very smart with crypto and he's probably the smartest person in crypto on a broad aspect of things. Like he's probably the smartest person. Obviously there's people that are very focused in on, like Vitalik with Ethereum and stuff like that. But on a broad spectrum, he knows the most out of anybody that I have seen in the crypto space. So it's like, why wouldn't I like hone in on his brain and intelligence and be like, yeah, I believe the things that he says because they make sense to me. And that's not like, but if he goes off, maybe his social politics aren't the same as mine, and that's fine. Like I'm not like, oh, whatever Richard Hart says, that's what I have to do this, and I better be, I better have my throne behind me every day. And
that's a different kind of mental disorder there. That's I think that's codependence, right? When you rely on somebody else.
Well, that's probably what not probably, but isn't that how cults get started? Like they just become codependent on that person up at the top, where it's like, tell me what to do. I need to know what to do because I don't know what to do with myself. And we're not like that. Other people like crypto or Litecoin Moses. He doesn't like he does his own thing. He promotes his own coins and he likes his own coins, and nobody hates on him for it. He does it in a genuine way where he knows what he's talking about. He's not just like, I'm going to get into this coin because it's the next, there are some of those.
Trying to teach people how to invest wisely, and it's his heart's in a good place, and I hope he gets rich off it. He's not sucking. He's not like a vampire trying to jump on your head or get everyone over here and then rug pull on you. But what a weird term, rug pull. Who would have thought? It's the new exit scam.
Right. It really is. The ICO boom, like it really made it, I don't know. I just see the DeFi is going the ICO route, and it's all going to go up and then it's all going to crash down. And I think that Hex I hope and I pray that Hex will be here at the end, because it's honestly it's an actual DeFi product that is completed. And this is how cryptocurrency should have been formed. This is like, we're 100% complete. We don't have to rely on admin keys or somebody doing work for us. We don't have to worry about any of this stuff. Yeah, that's what, when I got in, like, other than the privacy aspect, that's like what I thought would kind of, because I was a Bitcoin maximalist for a while. So like when I saw the ICO boom, I didn't get into any ICOs. Like I saw all these things go up and then come right back down. Not that I didn't want to, but it was just illegal in my country or whatever like that. So it was like,
I wired money to a random ass company in Ukraine to buy an ICO.
Really?
To buy Economy. I don't know if you remember Economy.
Was it Icon? Was it just
no? It was Economy, like economy with an I. I 10x'd on it, sold it, then lost all my money on Stratus.
Well, see, I tried to go the trading route. Like I thought I was like this hotshot trader because I had gotten a Robinhood account like a year before, and I had been trading on Robinhood, and I was like, all right. I 3x'd on Robinhood. Let's, my $50 went to 200 or something like that. I was like, all right, let's try this bad boy out. And I bought Bitcoin at like 900 or 1100 bucks. I think I bought some at 900 and then 1100, and then it like literally. I bought in like December of 2016, and then held that whole time, and it just kept going up. And I was like, I'm most brilliant person in the world, But while it's going up, I'm trading the entire time, leverage trading, not with like on Kraken leverage trading. So you couldn't even do more than like 5x. But I came out the exact amount that I had when I started, and it was just like, wow, I wasted, 2 years of my life doing something that was really dumb.
Same boat, man. I probably wasted 2 to 2.5 years. And it's ironic how trading feeds into your ego, and everybody wants to be this hotshot trader that sits on a beach in their underwear and has hot girls everywhere. But in reality, what it is you're staring at a chart and just drawing lines, random lines. And you're hoping that it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy that enough people are drawing the same lines that you're drawing. But not enough people know better so that you can still dump on somebody. So it's really, and the ideal trader should not be egotistical at all. But you see all these people on there putting their reputation on, I'm a day trader, as if it's a cool thing. But those memes where it's like what I think I do, what my mom thinks I do. All they really do is just sit there and just stare, just glossy eyed. I mean, they're probably all on Adderall. Who knows?
For sure.
It does not help your decision making, guys.
No. It might be able to stay up late at night and
watch more charts.
Watch charts.
It's this fallacy where people think if they are watching it, they're somehow in control of the outcome.
Yep.
Like you might be there, you might not be, but people are going to buy and sell whenever they want to.
Yeah. Well,
Weird.
you also start to like, for me, when I was trading, I was taking Adderall and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like you'd get like that, and then you try to get, oh, I know what Bollinger Bands, I know what these are. I'm gonna go deep dive into this bad boy. And so you learn about these little trading mechanisms, but they never pan out. They like, it's just like another way to lose money, and you just wasted a whole bunch of time learning Bollinger Bands or the EMAs or it's just like, or the MACD, which, I mean, it's cool to look at it because you can kind of see where it's headed, but they're all lagging indicators, in my opinion. Like, nothing can predict what's going to happen. You can't predict that rug pull that's going to happen as much as you think that you can. Like, there's no way that you can. So,
yeah. Molly Investor says Adderall's a hell of a drug. It's legal meth. It literally is like one chemical bond away from meth, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it sounds like me and you went through the exact same crypto journey. It just sounds like we did the same shit. And here we are. This is what happens when you spend 5 years in crypto. You end up a hex shill.
Do what you need to do, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think that some of these guys would start shilling hex because they would, but it like these guys you see on Twitter that are trading kind of shills, you would think that they're going to be like, oh, I'm going to go. It's got a referral link. Why not?
Watching a chart, you have no opportunity to affect your future. Making a YouTube video, you can affect how other people think. You actually shift the power into your favor, and you can affect reality. So for me, it's like, why not? Yeah. I know I should be making daily videos. I'm no hexologist over here, but I mean, I encourage
some things they have to do. I mean, I've got family and I've got to take care of a baby, but like, it's easy for me to like, okay, I can carve out an hour and a half a day.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I did have to give up a lot, like I've missed people's birthday parties and I've pissed the wife off quite a few times. Like, no
vacations, right? No, you can't even go anywhere.
Yeah, well, I mean, I could if I really wanted to. Like, I could do it on my phone, but then I wouldn't have all this fancy setup or anything, and then I couldn't like look at the. So I mean, it's just more of a hassle. So yeah, I haven't taken any vacations and stuff like that, which I don't. I'm kind of an introvert in general, so it was whatever. But yeah.
Hey, Brennan just showed up. What's up, man? Good to hear from you.
What's up, Brennan?
Hopefully, you start your channel and you can come on my channel.
We got James Bond. We got James Bond and he says Hex is greater than Link. LOL. Tell me how many real world use cases Hex has. Then
well, you can send it, receive it, stake it. It doesn't do oracles. It doesn't do fake oracles.
Yeah, fake oracles. We don't have that here. The fake things like oracles and Link. We don't have that. Sorry, bro.
They're real oracles. They're just they're centralized at the end of the day. I mean,
Link,
stinky Linky,
Yeah, we're not hating on your coin, man. You're coming at us. Sorry, like we're not hating on your coin. I don't mind Link. I don't like. We're not saying
Link is one of those
coin sucks. Well, we're
one of those interesting ones that's been around for a while, and a lot of people made a lot of money on it. So congrats to them.
So Swift is using fake oracles. Well, if you like centralized things, man, that is fine. This is decentralized currency, bro. Like, I don't understand James Bond. It was completely different, man. Like two different kind of currencies. Yours are doing something with freight and stuff like that, and I can't even remember what Link is doing. Like, they're doing the oracles with
they're making, you can whip up like an agent to to be an oracle for you, no matter who you are. But I find that to be a potential risk, because what if the oracle prints the wrong price at some point? Like, what if the admin fucks up and then causes a misprint and then everything crashes? I don't know. This is not a Link channel. I'm not prepared to talk about this at all. I'm not qualified to talk about Link.
Hey, can you lock your Link up and you get more Link by the end of the year? Like that's what you can do at Hex. If you link if you stake your Hex for one day, you can get more Hex than you put in. There you go. Like
I think they're two totally different things. They're totally different.
Yeah, it's like comparing Bitcoin and something else like fiat. It's like they're just two different things, man. Like some people would say, oh, they're still a currency, but they're just two different things. You should probably just sit back and just listen, man. We're not comparing Link to, and we're not like trying to hate on your coin. We didn't even talk about Link. I don't. Did somebody talk about Link?
Well, now everyone's gonna be because we're spending so much time on it.
Yeah, Swift isn't using Chainlink. LOL. Staking is coming. Oh, we got staking in there now.
It's okay.
Do you guys have 5,555 days stakes? And if so, how big? I'm not gonna say how big. Mine aren't that big, to be honest with you, just because like things get crazy in 15 years. Like I don't know what happens in 15 years. And I'm not saying like I do have some 15-year stakes, but I'm not like staking like $1 million going to the 5555. Like technology moves, and in 10 years, who knows where we're gonna be. So, but I still do have some in 15 years, and then they're gonna be probably pretty good payouts at that time. So
that's right.
What do you got some 5555 stakes crypto coffee?
Oh yeah, I got one that's it's 369 420 on 5555.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. We're all gonna have gray hair by then, dude.
For real. Yeah. Well, I hope I have hair at that point.
So you look like you're gonna keep it.
I don't know, man.
You made it this far.
That's true. That's true. I'm 35, so
yeah.
Let's see.
Hex works. You published your first Hex video today. Congratulations, man. Share it in the Telegram channel. We'd love to see it.
All right, James Bond. I'm gonna ban you if you keep posting freaking link crap. I don't care, man. Nobody cares about your coin.
Brennan said he just took some Russian cosmonaut drugs. Yeah, Brennan, Hex Genius, I think his name used to be.
He's super smart. He's a super smart dude. Honest.
I'm sure he is with all those cosmonauts.
He's been on Discord Syndicate a few times, I believe.
Really? I don't think I've ever seen him.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, a lot of smart dudes.
I'm okay with Link. James Bond, I'm okay with Link. We're okay with it on this channel. Just don't post it in the chat, all right? We're not gatekeeping it. You can make your own DLive channel and you can shill the heck out of Link. I would come over
Link only channel.
I would like to look at it, but like we're just talking about Hex. If you want to talk about Hex, go ahead, man.
There seems to be a sudden explosion of Hex YouTubers. Well, I know that one dude that just came out, Naga Bo.
Naga,
yes. A G.
Yes. Dude, he's hilarious.
He's like a preacher. He's like the Hex preacher.
By the way, thank you, DLive Mom, for all those diamonds. There has been a lot of them, which they should. Like, people should start shilling it, because not only is there a referral that only has like 39 more days left, but if the Staker app comes out, there's going to be another referral program. Well, hopefully, he wants to put another referral program on there. So there's a way to actually make some more Hex, and who knows what Hex does in, if it does anything like it did the first 100 or the first 350 days, it could do pretty well. Can you guys hear the baby crying?
I can. It's it's very faint. It's okay.
I know. I'm just going to take care of it to the other room, so you guys don't hear it. Hold on, I can still hear you.
All right, I guess I'll keep them entertained. All right, guys, it's just me and you now. I have you all to myself. What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about the OA? How the OA is going to dump on all on the same day? Yeah. My other stream got cut off short, so I'll finish up what I was saying on that. It's a nuanced thing, right? People say that there's centralization in Hex, but they can't differentiate technical versus economic centralization. And we're never going to have a perfectly decentralized world. Even if you have decentralized nodes, some of those nodes are going to be bigger than other nodes. And the only real issue with one guy that owns more than you is that he can dump on you. But think about incentives. Think about psychology, incentives. Jeff Bezos could dump on you tomorrow. Jeff Bezos could exit scam and just run away. And this could happen in everything. Any CEO of any company could sell the price to not zero, but near zero. As long as there's a buyer, it wouldn't be zero. But think about why would they do that? Think about the history of people doing that.
Right.
And it's easy to think that if you don't know who Richard Hart is at all. If you haven't listened to him for the last 4 years.
Right.
Talking about Bitcoin. It is, yeah. So I'm trying to see it from their side. It's like, if you don't know who this guy is, it's easy to think, oh, he's some scammer. Oh, and then I heard him say fuck and retard a few times. So like, whatever. But give him a chance. Listen to 4 or 5 hours of his content, and you'll realize that he actually wants to make a product that helps everybody, because wealth, it's a positive sum. You can create wealth where there was none before, and make a pie that just accumulates more economic energy that benefits everybody. Like,
I think
the stock market, we invented the idea of a company. That is a way to increase wealth for everybody. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think that like that's the thing, is like most of these guys have not done enough research. They've never watched Richard. They've seen maybe like a clips channel of him calling people retarded, or like, like maybe a highlight clip of him saying some crazy stuff where it's just like you hear him say the F word a few times, and you hear call people a bitch or something like that, and you're like, like it is a little bit off-putting, especially when he's like, when I first started watching him, it's like, dang, he calls his audience like retards all the time. Like, you guys are a bunch of retards. Stop and but then it's like he's got good intentions behind it. It's like, stop being retards and stop investing in these really like these things that are getting rug pulled, or you guys are a bunch of dummies because you get, and so, but being in this, like what I've done for the last year, I could see where he's coming from, like try to have a position of where like Richard is, where you're having to come like talk to some of like the most ignorant people. Just imagine all of the Bitcoin maxis, for anybody that doesn't understand, but you see what happens on Twitter, just all of the Bitcoin maxis and all these people that don't understand or don't know what they're talking about, trying to act like they know what they're talking about, and just you're this and you're this, and it's like, you don't even know what you're talking about, dude. That happens to Richard constantly all day on his channel. Every single, he's got to answer thousands of those.
It wears a man down.
He's whittled thin. He's whittled thin.
Moinak Mitra said he found Uniswap thanks to me. Oh, cool, man. I'm glad he found it. I would be careful if you're a big whale, though. Just want to let you know that there's much more liquidity on Uniswap. However, there's always the chance that Mooniswap does a little airdrop for us later on. So I went ahead and bought a little tiny bit of ETH with all my accounts on Mooniswap, just in case they do some kind of a moon token or whatever. Yeah. Another payday.
They have the Chi token currently.
Oh yeah.
But so maybe they'll
airdrop it.
Yeah, maybe they'll divvy some of those out. Yeah. That'd be pretty
cool. Trevor Hansen just said the same thing that I said. Yeah, they might. We don't know, but Hex Jesus mentioned that a MetaMask token is coming.
So the MetaMask, because they are going to do their, I know that like you said that you could trade on there, but they're going to have it like installed in the wallet. Well, they're going to have it in the wallet where you can just swap over. It's kind of going to be like a Uniswap in their wallet, like actually theirs. And so maybe MetaMask will actually implement some kind of token. I don't know if they will. I think that's honestly what Uni did was kind of like, I don't know. It was kind of dumb of them, to be honest with you. Like, why would you want any like legal stuff coming at you when you've just created this? I saw more of it.
Pay their investors, and they wanted a way to give themselves a payday, because when you run an open source thing like that, you really don't make any money. They did it all for free.
Well, then but on the version 2, you could make it so you could pay the devs. Remember, you could flip on that switch.
Yeah, did they turn that on? I don't think they have.
But on version 3, I'm pretty sure they're going to.
Yeah.
Lights Out said he made 20 addresses just in case MetaMask comes out with a token.
And it does not hurt. It does not. History tends to repeat itself.
That's true. That's true.
What do we got here?
$5 a piece. But hey, like, I don't know, BCH and Bitcoin, they forked off. There was no problem there. But then BCH to BSV. Why not? Why not? That's what this industry is.
Oh, you mean the real Bitcoin?
So let's talk about that. Which one would you say is the real Bitcoin out of all three?
It is totally the real Bitcoin.
Oh, is it really? You really think so?
Oh. No, dude. How great of a video though was Richard calling out?
Oh man,
right?
That was a good one. I would say if it was going by the white paper, it really looks like Bitcoin Cash is about is maybe the real one. Maybe not the longest. Well, the longest. I don't know.
It can be used for payments, so we can argue over ideas all day long. The white paper talked about Bitcoin being a payment mechanism.
Right, peer-to-peer cash.
Digital gold worked a lot better. So hey, it's okay to change your mind. Yeah,
I'm okay. I don't have any, so it doesn't matter to me. Like I always think that it's funny, like when you become not a bag holder, you're just like, man, whatever. I don't really care. Like, I don't the infighting of BCH or BSV or Bitcoin. I'm like, well, Bitcoin has like corporate entities behind it, which it sounds really anti what they were going for, and Bitcoin Cash, it's got some too, I guess. So it's like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like any of them really.
Yeah. But it's a free market. It's the internet and decentralized cryptocurrencies. Anybody can make one. And so what I was saying on my last video was that the more of this shit people make, the more likely it is that at least one of them is going to be huge, just giant, totally black swan out of left field. Might even dethrone Bitcoin. So it sounds crazy, but when you've got 10 competitors, maybe it's crazy. When you've got 10,000, maybe there's a diamond in the rough there.
True.
The probability is higher. And then if you look into Hex, the fundamentals are better too.
Right. Silas Hill says, do you think Uni has staying power like Hex? It's a duct tape coin, like Richard said. It's like, Uniswap worked well without the Uniswap coin. And like, what does it actually do? Where does the Ethereum go?
The craziest part to me was that not only is it you need 1 million coins to vote, so the only people that could have voted in the first place are the people that own that many coins anyway. So it's like they continue to control the power. The small fish have no power, but they have an origin address as well.
Yes. That
owns 75 to 90% of the coins. You don't see anybody getting mad about that because maybe it's because they got them for free and I don't know.
Well, I think it's that, and like the big exchanges are like Binance. If you look at Binance, I think they were number 12 the last time I watched. They were the number 12 holder of Uni tokens. So it's like, if you like, I think one of the biggest things that people hate about Hex is that we don't need an exchanges. We're kind of like the next thing. We're the evolution of crypto, where we just evolved to where it's like, oh, well, this is where it starts heading, where it's actually decentralized. We don't need exchanges. Like exchanges in 2017, a decentralized exchange just sounded crazy. And you had probably, if there even was one, you had to probably download some weird program and like, you know what I mean? It was like you'd have to go on some sketchy website. It's like, do I really want to download this? Is this going to take my private keys or what's going? Now it's like MetaMask came around, and MetaMask has been around for a while, and then we got decentralized exchanges, and like that had even been around for a while. I think since like 2018, but nobody used it until Hex came along, and it was like, oh, well, here we go. And so,
Hexo, do you ever get paranoid when you're in crypto about the fact that you hold your own private keys?
Not paranoid. I guess like I don't want somebody to break into my house and steal all my stuff.
That really doesn't happen too often, but I've definitely paid a lot more attention to security, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. I try not to tell people what's up or tell people what I do with my private keys or anything like that.
Yeah.
Or if I remember them, or because some people are like, I remember them. I remember them in my head. It's like, well, you just now you're a walking bank, my friend. You dummy. Why did you
Yeah.
tell people that you
Yeah,
remember?
I don't like memorize mine at all.
I wouldn't like it. It is that bad or good? Because then when you do get kidnapped, it's like, give me. It's like,
Yeah.
I honestly don't remember. You're gonna
Every
remember.
time I know. It's like you can be getting waterboarded. Like I don't believe you.
I don't. I promise you, I don't.
But yeah, it's like every time I get a little paranoid, I kind of realize, hey, there's only so much you can do. And at some point you just gotta live your life and not overthink it, but definitely don't underthink it.
I mean, well, yeah. I mean, you don't want to be like, putting your seed phrases into weird, and like I was really like, I wiped my computer, this computer that I'm on, I wiped everything off of it before I started streaming. And like, this is like my streaming computer now. And I have a computer just for, every transaction that I'm going to do, an air gapped one that doesn't touch the internet unless I'm going to do anything, so I have, like, I didn't do that before because I didn't have enough money to do that. But now it's like, man, this, holding something for 15 years, it's like, that would really suck if you're at like year 14 and somebody's like hacked you. And then you're like, oh my gosh, there goes that
whole time.
there's 15 years. So I think that like taking the precautions right now is the best idea to like, take those precautions, put your stuff on a ledger, all those precautions that you do, because if you don't take those precautions now, you're going to be paranoid. You're going to be super paranoid for the next 14 or 15 years if you have 5,555 day stakes.
Yeah,
because you're going to be like, well, this computer, people always can people hack it? And I'm like, well, if you're giving how many people get hacked? And not very many, and it's mostly people that are playing around on stupid things in the internet that get hacked. So it depends on how you are.
Yeah.
But
what time do you go on? 6? Is it 30 minutes?
About 40 minutes.
Okay. Well, I think we can take some questions. I don't want to keep you too long, but we'll wrap it up soon. What do you guys want to ask us?
Yeah,
ask everything. Like, what more can we say? Hex is awesome. Trust with interest. Go make ads. Go make YouTube videos. All we need is more people to see it. It's all that we need. There's so many people out there that have never heard of it, and I think no coiners are best. I think crypto guys will come around. Everyone's got their price, so everyone's got their FOMO price.
Yeah.
Or FOMO threshold, kind of.
That's what I think is a good thing about Hex is like it's got you can get the traders in there where they're going to want to trade it because it swings so crazy. It's probably it's going to have some volatility in it, especially now. It's like if this is a trader's wet dream, coming up big payday where it's a news event, that people are going to want to trade it. So I don't know. I think it's a good for traders and for people that want to think for the future. So
Staker app waiting on approval. Crypto Model T Maximalist. That's right. Can't wait to see if it gets approved in the iOS store. I know they're pretty picky, so it's going to be amazing either way, but it'll be twice as amazing if it goes to iOS.
That would be iOS is I know, especially with like staking or not staking, but if there's any transactions, they want a piece of it. So they can't really get a piece of it if it's with Hex. So they're gonna be, I don't know. And Hexo Coffee versus RG3 Litecoin cage match. When Hexo Coffee versus RG3 and Litecoin cage match.
Pretty sure Hexo would destroy me. He literally went through military training.
We're on the same team. We're on the same team. Me and because we got RG3 of those in the Marines too. So it's we're gonna
for charity. We could do a cage match for charity. Like Floyd Mayweather. He's back, right? He's gonna do a fight for charity.
Is he?
Yeah. He's getting back into.
How many people have you onboarded? Like personally, do you like?
It's probably about 10. Probably
Okay.
about 10. I mean, it's just people that I really know and trust, and they
Right.
they trust me too, and I want the best for them. Some family.
Yeah.
Uh, I think you said about 20 for you, right?
Yeah, probably around 20. I haven't really kept up, but yeah, I mean it's and then I told them about the uni tokens, and then they were like, I mean, my brother-in-law, I gave him like he probably spent maybe $5 to $10 on Uniswap, and then he got like $1,900, and he was just like he didn't believe me. He
Yeah.
was like, no. He's like, and I think even to this day, he's probably like, should I sell this Ethereum or is this gonna get me in trouble or something? Because I had him swap it at $6. I think maybe it was less than that, but I think it was like at $6 for one uni. And so he got like 1,900 bucks.
Dude, I
And
mean,
swap it over for Ethereum right then. I was like, just swap it for Ethereum, bro.
it's a great feeling to help your friends out. One of my friends thought it was like somebody hacked my phone, and when I texted them, they're like, who is this?
Yes.
I sent a pretty sketchy text. I was like, hey, did you know you can get
Yeah, I did the same
uni tokens?
like,
oh yeah,
I
I guess
just
you
call
kind
you? Would you like to earn an extra $1,600 on this cryptocurrency?
Yeah. They're like, what the fuck happened, Matt?
Dude, that's exactly what happened with my brother-in-law. I'm like, did you know it's gonna be like they're worth about $1,800 right now? You could sell them today for $1,800. Like, I'm just gonna call you. Can I just call you? I was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that does sound kind of sketch. It does, but then if you think about it, it's like that's what this space does, man. They just give away random things. You wouldn't think that they're worth anything, but
It's
weird. It's weird.
My mind.
Yeah. Let's see, what do you think will happen if Satoshi sells his bag? Do you think people will FOMO into the super low price? I don't think so anymore, man.
I would personally, but I don't think a lot of people would. You know what? I think it might. Yeah, I don't know. It's a really good question. It's like that's like another question. What do you think would happen if there's a critical vulnerability in Bitcoin? Do you think all the other coins would survive, or would it tarnish the whole thing?
Yeah, I think it would kill most of the I think that there would be some things out there that actually have some staying power. But
do you think ETH would survive?
Do I think? Yeah, probably ETH would survive.
Okay.
I think that Ethereum has some staying power, to be honest with you. Like
Yeah.
I think that Ethereum will probably flip Bitcoin at one point, and then I think it'll flip it and then really start to take off. I think that's when it's going to be like, holy smokes, this thing actually. It might take. I think it's going to be the next bull run that it happens, and maybe the next one after that, because
it
seem to be pretty correlated. But
do you subscribe to the lengthening cycles? So not a 4-year cycle, but lengthening.
So it's going to be like what, 5 years, and then 6 years.
I think this time, 5.5. So between 2021 and 2023 is my guess, but that means we have a whole other year for accumulation, guys. A whole year.
I mean, we haven't seen any vertical. I mean, but Bitcoin's been above 10,000. It's like at 11,000 for what, the last 80 days or something crazy like that. It's like the longest Bitcoin's ever been above 10,000. That's pretty bullish. That's pretty bullish for the crypto space in general. I think it's pretty awesome. But
yeah,
I don't know. It all depends on. I don't know. It really just depends on the space, because the space is so you see these rug pulls every day, and you got to realize that that's money that's never going to, those people are never going to be able to spend their money. If you put all of your money in freaking meme coin and then it rug pulls on you, well, then you don't have any money to go and you're probably jaded on the whole space. So you're going to go, you're going to be somebody that's like anti-crypto at that point. Like, you're going to hate on all cryptos because you're like, I got scammed out of this thing and I hate all cryptos because I put all my money in this one stupid thing.
Yeah.
And so so I don't know. It just really depends on that. I think.
Yeah. What do you think is, what do you think the difference is though, in terms of being open-minded versus just being gullible? Like, do you think there's a line? I mean,
yeah, I think that there's a line, because being open-minded, you actually look. Well, I mean, people that are gullible are open-minded, but
too much.
You don't, yeah. They just don't look into things. Like you can be gullible or you can be open-minded and actually like look at what's going on and have like, look deep into what you're doing.
Yeah.
But then, you can be also open-minded and not be gullible. Like you can be like, okay,
awareness and willingness to research.
Yeah.
What happens to Jexa says, what happens to 4-year cycles once ETH flips BTC? Yeah, like I said, I don't think there are 4-year cycles anymore. I think they're slowly increasing because every time it takes a higher amount of energy to pump into it in order to make new all-time highs. So if you look at the original quote unquote 4-year cycle, I think it was actually less than 4 years. And then it just so happened that the most recent one was like exactly 4 years, kind of. And
well, what is that, like 2 bull cycles then?
Yeah, we've only had three cycles.
Yeah, I mean, so like, yeah, I mean, it's, I don't know. I don't even subscribe to like years. It's like mostly adoption. It's like whenever people, I think it's whenever some huge news comes out, that's when, or whatever. It's weird because there's a lot of things that come together, and even when it went from $900 to $20,000, there was bad news. The Bitcoin or China banned it for a while, and it still went up. So I don't know, man. It is weird. It's super manipulated too. So it's all when these guys want to pump it.
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe it is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What else, guys? I've got Hexo here for another 10 minutes or so.
Hex is paying in Uniswap. If Ethereum really takes up, it's going to drag Hex up with it. Yeah. Okay. Here's a question for you that I'm just going to come up with. What's a good price for the big payday? Everybody wants to hear it. Everybody wants to hear what's your prediction.
Price predictions. Yeah. So I'm pulling numbers out of my ass. Let's try 10 cents, big payday. Nice round. 10 cents.
Damn, dude.
Well, you better buy now because
20x from right where we're at.
But there's actually a full moon in Sagittarius on the day.
A full hollow moon.
Oh, right. There's a full hollow moon.
I've been saying since the start, like 3 to 5 cents. I'm just gonna keep going with that. That's like 6x from where we're at, I think, or something.
I think it'll be 3.69 cents.
3.69. There we go. We've got it here. You heard it here first.
Yeah, that's more realistic.
Dude, 10 cents. Could you imagine 10 cents though? Maybe at that point I would be dumping on your not like all of my bags, but like as much money as that would be for my small stakes. Like right now, I think that they're small.
Yeah.
Like they would be big at that point. It's like you're dumping on our head, Hex. I'm like, well, sorry, I'm doing what I told you guys.
Get this far.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be $1. Sorry, I didn't think it was gonna be this much, guys.
Question for you: what's your plan after big payday? Are you gonna do daily or 3 times a week?
I was planning on doing 5, but honestly, I'd probably keep doing 7 days for a while. Like, there's no, it's a habit, and it's more of just like I'm trying, like, it's pumping our bags. Why not pump our own bags? Like, like I like pumping it, and to get into that YouTube algorithm, you have to have a set times, and if you're doing even daily, that even gets you more into the algorithm. And in anything, if you know that somebody's going to be there every day at, well, it's 5:40 for me. If you know that they're going to be there, it doesn't even matter about the algorithms. They're going to come, people are going to come watch you, and other people are going to come in. They'll see, we're the top person on D Live. I'm sure that we're probably the top person on Twitch when we're going live on Twitch too. And,
they've just made the whole waiting time so much more enjoyable. It's like, oh, I know Hexo's always going to be on, and sometimes I'm busy, but I know I can always go talk shit in his live chat. Try to laugh.
It's like something that you can, it's like when you were a kid, I used to go home from after school and like go watch cartoons or whatever. And I knew every day what cartoon was going to be on. So and you can have that reliability that that's going to happen. So like that's kind of what you have to do with your show. For me at least, that's what I'm like. That's what I'm trying to do. And you get an audience like that, and you get, a couple hundred people and watching, and that keeps spiraling to where it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And so,
yeah, I agree.
Our bags. I like pumping my bags as well.
It's a lot of fun. I've got this day job, but I'm really hoping that I can go full-time crypto. I really do want to go full-time crypto, and I don't think of that as like a sad thing, like not in the Tone Bays way, but in the way where, yeah, like I've already been successful, and I'm always going to be working on something. I'm not the kind of guy that can just sit around, but I've got excuses. I've got a bunch of excuses, but hopefully after Big Payday is over, I can maybe fill in one of the slots that you're not doing a show, and maybe start to do something more regular. Yeah. Like at least one day a week and start there. But yeah,
I mean that's cool too. Like I would like that where somebody does Saturday and Sundays or something like that, or that's another thing. Like the 351 days, like that is something that I definitely want to do. But after the Big Payday, if I've got some family stuff going on, I'm probably gonna go do the family stuff. Have a video or something. But I don't know. I also love doing it. It's fun. It's fun for me to just kind of do, like, some days where it's like a red day and we're down 20%. I'm like,
yeah,
I don't want to do it today, and you only get like half as many people watching, because on green days it's like doubles. It's a double amount of people watching. So it's funny to watch that as well.
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, yeah, I get more clicks on my ads on green days. It's everything.
Oh, really?
Well, at least in the search ads, because most people are searching for Hex price on those days. Moynak Mitra, how do you like your coffee? I like it black. Nice and black. How about you, Hexa?
I don't drink coffee.
Hexa doesn't drink coffee.
Energy drinks, but,
recently, I've been drinking this CBD infused coffee, so it kind of takes the edge off a little bit.
I've taken CBD and it does not do anything to me, because that's like the only legal thing here in Idaho. You can't smoke the real stuff. So it's like
they legalized it in Chicago. It's weird.
Really?
I still feel like I'm doing something wrong.
I bet. Every time I go to Colorado, my buddy is always like just smoking everywhere, and I'm like, dude,
it's like,
bro. Because in Idaho, it's like you're the capital offense. You're going to life in prison or something if you get caught with that stuff. So
right,
not really, but it's like it's not Colorado.
Trevor Hansen, what's up, man? All my stakes and swaps have their own wallets now. Wow, that's pretty hardcore security there. Every stake.
That's
it's good. It's good.
I mean, yeah, I guess if you only have 10 stakes, then you got 10 ledgers. That's
yeah. Hey.
Exo likes his coffee like he likes his man. Well, what's the punchline, lazy for life? I would love. What does that mean? What does that mean? Please continue.
Expensive and creamy.
I'll feel it instant. Oh, okay. Maybe I didn't get the real stuff. I gotta go to a different dealer at the shop. I got the wrong shop dealer. I've never really done CBD, so I mean, other than that stuff.
So on Big Payday, we should all do a group TikTok where we all do the Richard Hart dance.
I'm up for it. Well, how are we? I like on the show, like on the Zoom or the.
I feel like everyone has to submit their own video, and like I'll compile them all. But
that's a good idea. There we go, dude. I'll do it. Now it's just Hexo likes his steaks like he likes his man. We got many.
Long, big and long.
Sweet and creamy. Okay, I see. Wow. Say the Big Payday passes. If I emergency end stake, where does the amount I was to get in the bonus go to? Redistributed to the stakers. If emergency end stake, where does the amount I was going to get in the bonus? Yeah, it would just get redistributed to the stakers.
Yeah,
it'd be
50% to the OA.
Rare and juicy. These guys.
They must be all trolling you because they're not making any big jokes on me.
I've got lots of jokes over here. Lots of jokes on my channel. Everybody's a freaking comedian over here.
So I don't know if I told you this, but I am going to attempt to do a 24 hours with you guys.
Are you going to do the whole 24?
I'm going to try. I've never been through any kind of like 24-hour hazing, so this is my initiation. You're like, yeah, right. You don't have it in you.
No, I mean it's not that. It's like, honestly, it's not that hard. The first 6 hours and the last 4 hours, but in between there, like, well, let's say the first 12 hours, like the right in the middle, like at 3 o'clock in the morning to about 7 o'clock in the morning. It's like, but like after 7 o'clock, it's like you start seeing the sun coming out, and you're like, okay, this is where it's
clock like picks up. Yeah.
Exo wants to stir coffee's coffee.
You can stir it, man. It's just black though, so there's nothing to stir.
Oh snap! Steph Staker said 24 hours for me too, and he just ninja guinied me. So thank you, Steph.
Nice.
He's doing the 24 hours. Are you gonna come on the show, Steph, for 24 hours? That would be crazy.
I hope he does. I hope for at least a little bit.
How are we planning to onboard new people after the big payday? Same as before, man. I mean, everything is still the same except for there's no big payday. There's still it's still high interest CD. There's just no big payday. Big payday is just kind of like a news event. I mean, there's still going to be things that'll happen after that. That'll, like like the Staker app. That couldn't have been predicted by Richard, and we don't even know when that will come out. But there's lots of, high interest CDs. As boring as they may be, we can still check the stats and
yeah. There's been a big uptick in new wallets too, right? I think you're checking that daily.
Yeah, there was 500 there for like 600 actually in one day. There was quite a few for like an entire week. There was only like 50 yesterday though.
Trevor says you can't get pregnant on red days. What is that? Is that true? You heard it here first, guys.
Yeah, Trevor's got it.
If you're going for a child, make sure it's a green day.
You're taking the week off? Dang. Yeah, are you taking? Oh, yeah, I guess you are taking the day off.
2 or 3 days, but not a week. I mean, yeah, I think I'm taking like that Thursday and Wednesday off.
So yeah, and I don't know what there's no real plan to onboard anybody, Mark Casha. I mean, there's
no official plan. Everyone, you can make your own plan. Like I've got my plan.
Hex speaks for itself. We don't have to. It's not that hard to sell something when it's like legit awesome. Like it's not like, oh, how do we go about telling people? It's like you can show them on the chart, or not only on the chart that it's done 116x, but you can also show them like, look, if you stake this today, in 10 days you're going to get more hex. Like that's easy for most people to understand, especially no coiners.
Yeah. All right, man. We're coming up at 6 o'clock.
All right. Steph says we went from 16,000 unique addresses staked to 17,000 in the last month.
Wow.
That's not bad. Unique addresses.
Okay. Cool. Could be about 500 new users, new stakers.
Helps explain the recent price bump. 6% of the real adoption in a month. There you go.
Yeah.
So, well, thanks for allowing me your time, my friend.
Likewise.
Love crypto coffees. It's so different from our first one too. Remember our first one? You were in Vegas, right?
I was in Vegas. I was drunk in Vegas.
You just gone to unconfiscatable, right?
Yep. Yeah. I'm a recovering Bitcoin maxi. I truly am. I've been recovering ever since that day.
I like the pictures that you posted, and you're like, this is me right here, and it's like the unconfiscatable screen is up there, and it's like there.
There were like 50 people at that whole conference, and half of them weren't even Bitcoin maxis. They were just people trying to shill their own companies.
Really?
Yeah. Like half the seats were empty. I'm not trying to talk shit, but I mean, yes, I am. It's it was a little cringy,
Yeah, really. Huh?
But
hey, Did you get any referrals off of it? That's the real question.
Dude,
Because I know that you tried to. I know you tried, but you said people hated on you.
dude, I tried to get Max Kaiser's wife, and she was just so pissed. She was about to do a podcast in this one room, and I was like, "Hey, I was wondering if you have a minute." And she's like, "Yeah, sure." I'm like, "Hey, I'm just I'm in the community for Hex," and she was just like, "Oh no, 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 no." Basically, like her crew kind of escorted me out of the room.
Really, dude, I think it's hilarious. It's almost funny to do that kind of stuff where it's like, "Hi, I'm with Hex," and people are like, "No, no, please, no." It's like we're like the new.
I was smiling. I was nice.
Yeah. It's like they think that we're like some kind of I don't know, some kind of disease that they can catch or something. It's like, whoa, geez, all right.
Yeah, it is a disease.
It is. It is. You'll catch it. Watch out.
Catch it and it'll make you rich.
Yeah.
No promise.
Yeah, no promises there. Rich with Hex. If you stake 500,000 Hex for 10 days, you're gonna have way more. You're gonna have more than 500,000 Hex as long as you do that stake. As long as you do that 10 days.
That's a fact, everybody. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Hexo, always great to have you on the stream. Oh my God, what a treat. You're all enjoying your Friday pregame, everybody. Go crack open a cold one for the boys and for the girls.
Yeah.
2 or 3 out there. Love all you guys. And we'll talk later.
Yeah, take care, man.
See you guys.